Okay, so we gotta find that third Algeria note. I just can't believe it. Algeria, that's where Zach is from. Like, what are the odds? So some ancient Algerian tomb. Okay, it looks like there are many different paths we can take. So is that rippling effect our sanity going away? Ah, that scared me. I wonder if that would have broke even if I didn't touch it, because it broke when I had it in midair, so what if it was scripted to break, but since I picked it up, it like broke in my hand. Ah! So let me guess that. Where's where sanity 2 seeing objects? What's that music? Oh, it looks like a chest. Dang it. But it isn't. Let's check our oil. We still have quite a lot of oil. Ooh, even more. Perfect. I forgot you have to double click it, so we have a lot of oil. I don't know if I should use it all. Like, why would it not just deposit right in your thing? I guess so you can have a backup stash in your inventory for if your actual oil gauge is already maxed out. And there are a lot of different ways to explore, because the area, the hallway back there leads to another path, and this way leads to a lot of areas too. Maybe it all connects up at some point. Why am I hearing footsteps? When there's nobody here, could it be a ghost perhaps? Historia Locky. Historia Locky, and the door is locked. Wow, it's like they tell you almost. Oh, it does connect up. That's really nice. I'm scared. The piano key cover closed, and then we heard a growl. Is it time to run? It says use your wits. I think we can hide in this fireplace. Hopefully they don't ignite the thing while we're standing in it. Okay, I know I'm hearing footsteps. Oh, these paintings are pretty cool looking. Really detailed and stuff. Why can't we just open the window and jump out? I'm sure we'll die, but maybe dying is better than putting up with this crap. Uh-oh, someone was killed up there. Or something. Or it's just the shadow figure playing tricks on us. Trying to scare us. By dripping shadow blood down on us. I feel like I have to open every drawer, but most don't have anything. What's this? Oh, just nothing. Oh, they rolls of papers. This is what we need. Delitigid Imaginus Tabulatus. Okay. So we can interact with something on this when I walk past. It's like only when I'm moving it does it. Oh, here it is. Maybe we can open the drawer while it's face down. Oh my god. Maps? Tabulae, is that what maps is? Wait, is this where it caved in, or did it cave in the other side too? Because something definitely just caved in. Kingdom of Prussia, Central Prussia. Man, this guy has a ton of scrolls. I wonder if they're Elder Scrolls. If they're just young standard scrolls. Oh crap. Why does he always crouch and lay on the floor and look up at the sky?
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
So is this a flashback, or are we reliving it? Like the shadow thing is making us relive the memory. I can't pull out my lantern, so it's definitely Something we
It was
have to
waiting for me.
in the dark for.
Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
It's beautiful. The shadow figure disguised itself as some bright,
I reached
mystical.
out, closing it in my hands.
Okay, this game is too
Faint
bright when
glow
it gets bright
escaped my
cheese.
fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
That's real bizarre. So what, he found a relic that gave him some kind of ancient knowledge? Fragile but not breakable by hand. So we need to find some kind of hammer or something. Okay, yes, we're definitely trapped. That is real bizarre. I wonder what happened here. I keep worrying about using all my oil, but we have plenty.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
They knew the shadow guy would be coming for them? East Wing, Western Hall. Ah yes, these maps are very detailed. They really tell us all we need to know. Jump scare incoming? Hopefully when I turn around there's not something there. Okay, perfect. Wait, how do we get out of here? I need some kind of tool to smash it, but it said not breakable by hand, so do we gotta pick up an object and throw it in or what? Or is there a hammer and I just missed it? I can't pick up any of these books. This seems heavy enough. Can't pick it up anymore though. It disappeared right before our eyes. If this breaks it, I swear. Okay, good. I thought it said not breakable by hand. I just had to click on it like 5 times and it broke. That was my hand, you idiot game.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Is that Alexander's voice or who is that? It sounds like him, but I don't really remember what he sounded like. So they built traps and stuff to try to save themselves from the monster. It's like the music makes it sound like we just found something important. Another region rich with lore is Altestadt, deep within the East Prussian wood. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. So we're in the castle right now. Why don't we leave the castle? Isn't that where we are, or are they just talking about it? The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but There are some motif that keep reappearing. Oh, there's like a second page, but I thought I had to scroll down. Whoopsie. How do I read it? Journal. I completely forgot. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever doomed to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. What the crap? They kidnap living creatures? It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. A dark scheme. What is going on in this place, and why are we here? If you hear crap like this, you run away. You don't hang around and get killed. And whatever they do to the people they capture. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Aldstadeltud at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. He's that important, he just disappears. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstolat, so he didn't die. Which makes you wonder what really what if that's not even him? What if the real one died and they replaced him with a evil clone? Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? Oh my gosh, the last message, this is a long one. The immortal Baron, the Baron of Brennenburg lives... So wait, are these all the monsters in the castle we need to look out for? The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby. Nearby Alstolatl, and like most of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little. Before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century, it was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. So why do we need to kill Alexander? I'm sure it's going to be revealed later, but if that's our main goal, I wonder why. If Alexander is doing all this to make contact with the evil spirits and we need to stop him or something? Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. What does it mean, presumed lifetime? He's still alive, isn't he? Or we have to kill his ghost. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. He has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago. Oh, so they do live forever, pretty much. Live through the time of occupation and join the coveted order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. This game is getting weird. Are you ignoring you? Well, I guess you weren't here at the beginning, but at the beginning of the stream I said I'm crapping only playing on one screen so I can get immersed in the game. Otherwise I could have my whole TV on, lighten up the whole room, and the game even tells you play in darkness. So I need to abide by its rules. I think I'm going crazy. My guy's heart's beating. Let's check our sanity level. Health is good. A slight headache. Uh-oh. How do you reduce it? Just standing in the light? It won't open. It's locked. Of course it is. Let me guess. Is there going to be some kind of switch on the wall? Or there's going to be a book we have to pull out? I see it coming from a mile away. Maybe we need to knock the hinges off the door. Easier said than done. Like a book just fell. If I'm gonna be here a while, I might as well light up the place with my tinder thing so I don't need to be sitting here all day using lamp juice, otherwise known as oil. Let's just try pulling every book off the wall, screw it. It's probably not even that. You never know, though, in a game like this. There was a lever on the wall, so maybe they have some kind of trickery. What do you know? Oh, it said you have to do it quick enough. Okay, I see. I don't know if you have to do it in order or what the order even is. Okay, where are all the books? Let's find them all. So that one's still kind of pulled out. This one's still taking. Okay. Okay, it didn't pull out. We did it! Oh, this door isn't even the one that opens? It opens some kind of side passage. The key! Yes, the wine cellar. What the? That's creepy. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. Sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servant. The crap. So this is this the one who's like making, like how they said they were kidnapping people in burlap sacks? So this is their leader, the sheriff's killing the people trying to kidnap the other people? Just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brandenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to further avoid investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. Yes. It would be in a sense, or it would in a sense. So wait, is the wine all poison then, or what's he trying to get at here? Must be. What was that potion cellar we found where every bottle had an X on it? That had to be poison, right? Oh crap. Wait, is this where we already been? I don't think so. It kind of looks like it though, maybe it is. What the? Yeah, this is like where we came from, because I remember I pulled that crate off the thing. So the door that we got out from before is blocked. Man, we really are going crazy. It says use your wits to avoid the enemies. It was not like it was this pillar was making that noise. Or the door frame. And no, I did not say war frame. Like the game. They completely changed the layout of this place. I think. Okay, I think we did everything there's to do. Handful of sand trickled from the crumbling stone ceiling and pushed down on the brim of his hat. He braced himself as the cavern suddenly shifted and settled. I don't know what all these craps mean. Ow! Ugh! It's alive! What happened here? Ah! See if that actually damaged me. All is good. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Oh, we're going crazy. What happened? It won't budge. It sure looks like it's budging. What a glitchy mess. Oh wait, what's this? That's weird. This stuff wasn't here before. Well, clearly it just appeared in front of us. Still, that's some bizarre stuff happening here. You tried Warframe today? It's a snooze fest? Yeah, that's what I thought too. It was like a huge download size and it was boring after like 15 minutes. The tutorial was pretty cool. It made it seem awesome. Contrary to actual gameplay. Should we go in the wine cellar next to the laboratory? Let's do the laboratory. What was that guy that we saw who was like stumbling around? The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again. I'm sick of using my lamp. Let's turn this on just so we know this is the way back. Not that it'll be hard to tell otherwise, I'm sure. So there's a laboratory down here. That's kind of weird. Doing some kind of weird experimentation. Really, they try to hide it up there? What a troll. What a troll game development. What was that? Was it Alexander is the man we have to kill? If there's... If we have to kill him, like... Didn't they say he's been here forever? Like, wasn't the note from the... Like, 1801 or something? And... What year is it now? Like, 1840 or something, probably? Oil's gone? Oh, crap. You're thinking about Assassin's Creed? I looked up Assassin's Creed. It looked pretty good. I heard some people didn't like the combat, though, because I heard it's an exact copy-paste of The Witcher 3 combat. Thank you, Mega Man, for another spoiler. You never fail. Is this a chest? No. But there's a tinderbox. I need to get better about using tinder boxes, because I have quite a lot of those. Actually, only 6, never mind. Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. Oh, so he moved his laboratory to the wine cellar. What's this? I don't think I want to walk on this. I need to look around more. I need to find more oil. Yeah.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aqua fortis.
I didn't know you could open those. I could have been missing valuable crap in all the furnaces this whole time. Picked up a chemistry pot. Early alchemy experiment. This is my 3rd attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Alamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis. Man, it's like a potion maker, an alchemist. In hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to this solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. So is that Alexander who wrote these notes, or I wonder who did? Quite a few tinder boxes. I hope to get more oil, though. What is this? Ah! One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Okay, I don't think we want to read that again. I thought I could pick it up and take it with me, but it just says that. It doesn't actually... We can't take it with us. Okay, those footsteps were spooky. See, it looks like we should be able to take it, but... oh well. So I guess we have to go to the wine cellar. Assassin's Creed 2 is the best. A lot of people say that, but I think the first one was my favorite. Well, I played the first one the most. The second one I tried, like I replayed the first one a couple years ago, and I tried to play the second one, but I didn't get very far into it. The first one just functions more arcadey, like, you know, oh, I unlocked a new area. Let's do all the side objectives to 100% this area. Oh, let's move on to the next area now. And 2, it's like a lot more story based, but like the progression. Use the key. Oh. It was done. The men said the tomb had been revealed. Tin hidden waits, grinning the toothless form, or grinned the tooth. Beware, when standing in darkness, your sanity will drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinder boxes or other sources. What happens if you run out of light? You're just screwed over? Because, wait, when your sanity's low, do you start seeing stuff or do you die? Because you could get in big trouble.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Man, this, what it flashes all bright like that? It's almost too bright for how dark everything else is. If an enemy's near, stay out of sight. Oh crap, is an enemy near? I don't see an enemy. I don't see an anemone. Use the laudanum. Is the enemy just gonna AFK there? Ooh. Okay, I'm definitely going crazy here. My sanity is near depleted. Sanity ... doesn't even tell us anymore. That's kind of funny. There wasn't a difficulty option when I started. Well, I don't think there was. Your sanity is dangerously low. Make sure to stay in the light and try to make progress. I'm in the light, you lying trash. So at the beginning of the game, my sanity was super low too. That's why my screen was like this. I'm all worried that they have oil on top of shelves now. Like that one time, I almost missed it. Okay, our sanity's getting better. Our screen isn't blurry anymore. Wasn't this door locked? Was this the locked one? Guess that monster opened it. How did these things in this room? Or like in these couple rooms? Hopefully we get more oil soon. What is happening? I don't know if I like games like this where it's just you have to play so carefully. Picked up orpiment. Trail ends here, goes green into blue, and then it magically disappears. I know this door was locked when I tried it before, wasn't it? I guess they force you to go that way so you encounter the monster. Kind of spooky. You have to get doinked really hard to get that level of sanity. You thought the pillar was... Someone who's only played Doom and Metal Gear Solid? Wait, what are people talking about play Dead by Daylight? $9.99 USD. It's that cheap, really? I guess it is pretty old now. The last Assassin's Creed I played was Assassin's Creed 3, but I only got like 2 hours into it. actually pre-ordered that one. It's a shame. So I was right. After I was kind of getting out of console gaming and I bought it on the 360. Okay, that light does not give any light to this room. Oh my gosh, we're trapped again. Ah! What a realistic sounding scream. Oh crap, something's gonna be right over us. Give me my sanity. I'm still wondering, like I know you're meant to be wondering, but why did he give himself amnesia? Oh crap, do we only have one oil? Oh crap, I need to find more oil quick. This level's had a ton of these tinder boxes, but barely any oil. Come on, give me my sanity, you trash. Refilled lantern with... Oh, these things give oil. That's really cool. I didn't know that they had... Maybe that's why I'm running low on oil. I didn't know that you could get it from those things. How do we get out of here? Do we have to like pull some chain or build a staircase out of it or something? Well, if that 2D chain texture tells you anything, I'm guessing it's not too important. Wish we could take one of those hammers with us. Actually, we kind of can. Hold left mouse button and left stick to push. Oh, what the heck? How buff are we?
Darkness closing in.
That was creepy. Darkness closing in. This game is so trolly. They block your path with giant wooden pillars and giant stones. And all you have to do is just move this stuff out the way. Oh, come on, you trash. Oh, there's a lean button. Oh. What the crap? We found the butcher's house. The butchery. Is it humans?
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
Oh, it's like Alien.
My God, Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Wow, some nice choking effects, huh? Bullcrap. So Alexander is in fact participating in human sacrifice. I think I would like this game a little better if I didn't have to squint my eyes every time the dang white light appeared. Or, I know that they're probably doing it so your eyes will adjust to the brightness so then the next part will seem extra dark, but they don't give it enough time for that to happen. Don't jump scare me, trash. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm House of Gerich. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago I was summoned to the castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what the supposed knight of the order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the horrors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. So he just does it? How did it take so long for people to realize? I brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. The night the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and turned upstairs. Does he just locks them up and leaves them to die, or is he going to come back and experiment on them? Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolical ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Bloodborne has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... Is it no longer right, or no longer be alive, or just cut off? This game is too crap and dark. Was that what we needed to come down here for? Or like, all that's left now is the one other path to explore. What's our sanity looking like? Head is pounding and hands are shaking.